Yo, what's up? It's Lightwork. Happy 4th of July. Um, Listen, I have like every intention of having fun and enjoying myself today. No work. Um, but I got on here because um, I got a download that I gotta share. So this my pivot or this current path that I'm on. Um, is somewhat uh, what's the right word? It's somewhat spearheaded by the three snakes that I talk about in my first ever post on any social media talking. And what I need to share and make sure it's clear is that the three snakes and literally almost all the people around them they're very dark individuals. They like using dark magic. However, these people did not come off as dark. They didn't come off as hateful or mean-spirited. They actually came across as being happy, God-fearing. They generally went about themselves as happy, genuine people. However, it wasn't true. And the fact of the matter is that God sees all and knows all, right? So he sees their heart, and their heart is not right. And that's why discernment is especially important for believers, for people that are spiritual, because again, we don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against powers and wickedness in high places, things that you cannot see with your physical eyes. That's why it's crucial, it's important that you tap in and have your spiritual eye or spiritual eyes open so that you can see what is happening, so that you can see what you wouldn't normally see in the physical. God will give you the ability to discern and to see things that you wouldn't normally see if you weren't tapped in. And don't mistake things that you think are subtle or could be perceived as not that serious, or you kind of think of it as something that wouldn't harm you. Because again, like, these people, they could show up and be pretending like they're your friends, like pretending that they want to be friendly or help you. But in a lot of ways, the support or the help, the effort that you're putting out is not going to be reciprocated by those people. Like, they're going to find a way to not only not reciprocate with you, but then they'll find a reason that seems justifiable, where you will kind of dismiss it and be like, oh, okay, I understand, when in reality it's all an illusion, it's a lie. And then these people have no remorse, they take no accountability for their lies and illusions, and then you're just walking around like, oh, well, they did try to make an effort, but in reality it was an illusion, and you just missed it. You got lied to because you didn't have the discernment that you needed. People will try to disguise bullying, disguise hatred as being realistic or being real, or I'm being a real friend, when in reality it is what it is. It is bullying, it is being deceptive, it is lying, it is illusions. And then these people too, they go as far as, listen, my ex and his mom, like, his mother would always cook on Sundays and send me a big plate home. But what they weren't saying was the fact that they were poisoning the food. They were putting stuff in the food. And I found it odd that he would always call me like the next day, because she would cook on Sundays, so I typically would eat the food for my lunch the next day. And he would always call and be like, oh, my mom wants to know, what's the food good? And I didn't think much of it until I found something in the food one time. And then someone also mentioned to me that afterwards, like, throwing it in the garbage, the food would smell, like have a real bad smell. And so I do know and have learned that people, and I'm not saying it's just in the Caribbean, but these are the people that I dealt with, they're from the Caribbean. These people will go as far as like shaving their pubic hairs, disguising it as pepper, and putting it in people's food. I mean, they have so many different rituals and tactics and things that they do to try to deceive, manipulate people. It's crazy. And this is why you always hear the saying, like, you can't eat behind everybody, because you don't know, even if you see them cooking, you don't know, in their mind they could be praying over the food to have something happen to you. Like, this stuff is real, it's legit. Even if, like, I couldn't even come up and think of things like this, I had to learn it. I had to be in front of these people to see that these are the types of things that these people really do. And listen, as my time is running out, listen, all I'm going to tell you is you got to tap in. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Tap in. See what he has in store for you. It's not a bad thing at all. The bad thing is staying in darkness. Y'all be easy. Have a great 4th. I may be on here later. I don't know. But peace. Light work.